creatures from the world of the undead.
The most bizarre.
Devil worship, Satanism, black magic, or witchcraft. Zodiac killer.
All lights go out and the monsters are released from their coffins.
Now, prepare yourself for the most gruesome and grotesque experience of them all. The CREEPORAMA.
Walking in New York is one of the healthiest things you could probably do, so why wouldn't you just do more of that?
Yeah, true.
Yeah, I think it's more so like, hey, restaurant closed, everyone's going out to booze a bunch, and I'll be up until like 4 a.m. It's like, oh, maybe I could just go home and play Broforce.
When you started that story and you said my buddy moved to Florida and didn't work out, I thought it was going like he just stopped working out. Yeah. He just went to Florida and just didn't do shit.
I mean, I get it, man.
And he died. He just completely died. I mean, he just stopped
the real
working
killer.
out. And that's what happens whenever you don't work out. You just die.
I love that he picked up good, healthy habits while in Florida, which is something I didn't think anyone ever did.
Yeah.
Usually it's meth.
Yeah.
You're talking to 3 Floridians here. I mean.
Usually it's meth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or coke. Or coke.
Yeah, one of those. Yeah.
Nice. Have you guys? This is complete side tangent that I was going to just text you guys about. I went down a rabbit hole of the folk like lore of Ric Flair in Tampa. Have you?
Oh my god! I was just talking about this with Keith. Bro, he's a menace.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Apparently he's a regular.
How far the mighty have fucking fallen.
Apparently he's a regular at like 3 different bars. And if you roll through at like 11 a.m., he will be at his usual stool just fucking gone. Just blitzed. Yeah.
And someone's like 11 p.m.
This is like modern day Flair
right
now.
Old man Ric Flair.
Like recently. This is a story that somebody shared.
June 24th, 2025, Ric Flair.
So Ric Flair is to Tampa, like Pauly Shore is to LA. Is that what
somebody says he's more like Andy Dick? Yeah, exactly.
I meant to say Andy Dick. My bad. I love Pauly Shore.
Apparently, one of the last things I heard was that he got super drunk and shit himself in one of those restaurants.
Yep, that's the story that started this whole thing. Is it got retweeted into my feed where it was like, does Ric Flair keep coming to your restaurant and shitting himself?
Really?
Yeah.
Jesus. It almost sounds like the beginning of a class action lawsuit ad.
Yeah. Does Ric Flair keep coming to your restaurant shitting himself? You may be entitled to compensation.
Call Morgan and Morgan.
Yeah.
Morgan.
Yeah, he says he gets thrown out of Water Street places all the time.
Yep, that's the one.
And then someone was like, I guess he frequents the Pearl. His kneecaps were bleeding from falling so hard. I picked him up off the sidewalk today, very intoxicated.
Jeez.
Yeah,
my friend,
and somebody else mentioned Yard House, and I was like, "Oh man, the guys just found out there's a Yard House there."
Oh man, that's probably the Yard House.
We got to go to Yard House.
We got to go fucking watch. Get a good
that's
vegan
rough.
Get a vegan chicken sandwich and watch Ric Flair shit himself.
Yeah, that's rough. And I feel bad because apparently I saw a podcast clip not that long ago. I think his kid died recently.
Oh shit!
So,
Jesus.
So
maybe we cut out the last 3 minutes of this podcast. Jesus,
I did not know that.
He's just probably publicly grieving.
Yeah. For it's been a few years.
Well,
I think he was. I don't know if he was publicly grieving before the kid died.
No, it's been a little bit.
Yeah.
He called his kid, but the guy was probably our age.
My friend Marissa told me
still his kid, though.
a couple years ago. Here's the thing, though.
Died.
Marissa told me a couple years ago because she was at Water Street and saw him, and he got super drunk and ditched on the bill.
Wow. Yeah.
Oh man.
Woo.
Well, allegedly.
Allegedly. Yes. We do have to include that.
Yeah.
Also in the YouTube description.
Yeah, I guess it does.
In the YouTube description.
Yeah. I guess it does make sense that a lot of those wrestlers came from Florida, especially in the 80s. Yeah.
Well, that's
a lot of
where
cocaine.
so much of it was located.
Yeah,
A lot of
for
cocaine.
sure. A lot of cocaine.
A lot of cocaine and
Of course, they moved
a lot
here.
of steroids.
Of course.
You know, that's a good kind of a good lead in for today's episode, which is all about body horror.
Steroids and cocaine.
Yeah,
that's body horror, isn't it?
It's
And
also
Ric Flair.
It's Josh's body horror, dude.
body horror.
Yeah. Also, steroids and cocaine was the theme of my birthday this year. I don't.
Yeah.
I didn't even tell you guys that. So what a
I
fun
got fucking
coincidence.
ripped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just ripping rails and
That's
also
ripping
getting
rails.
swole. Yeah.
That's a fucking sick birthday, dude.
Ripping rails and
Yeah.
doing trim.
Yeah. What
No,
did you do?
I had an
for your
IPA
birthday?
at the horror themed bar down the street, and then I went to bed at a reasonable hour. Actually, but,
God, what a legend.
Yeah.
What a pathetic loser.
oh man.
That's pretty
That's
much what
awesome.
I did.
You're supposed to keep it funny.
I didn't
Derek.
go to I didn't go to a bar. I didn't drink, so I guess it's not what I did. But
Yeah,
I
you
think
didn't do
I
that
think
at
I was
all.
asleep. Yeah, I think I was asleep at like 11, dude.
Yeah.
Yes.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, it's respectable.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah. I
grown-ups.
mean, a grown man at this age, you do anything more than that. It's like, come on, dude. Like,
Yeah, what are you, Ric Flair?
Yeah.
Yeah, what are you, Ric Flair?
Fuck. Yeah.
At this age, grown man, you do anything more than that, you're gonna shit yourself in public.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is inevitable.
Just fucking take it easy, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cross that 11-15 mark and whoo,
Yeah.
you're
You're just
risking it.
shitting.
Yeah.
Your wrist just
Yeah.
shitting.
Just shitting.
No matter wherever you're
This
at.
is not.
it's just
I
gonna
did
happen.
not think that this was where this. Okay. This. This episode
Still
is
more
off to a
body
bang.
horror though. Some good.
It's
some good-
still body horror.
I mean,
Gross, that's
body
technically,
horror.
yeah. That's
Yeah.
that's there's a bodily function and it's horrible
yeah.
in a public setting. You know,
in a public setting.
in a public setting.
So,
Yeah.
have any of you guys?
I wonder. Sorry, Josh.
No,
now,
I
I
just-
just,
now I have to know.
now in my head, I'm wondering what that version of Ric Flair is at the bar. Is he by himself? Is he causing a ruckus?
Yes.
Is he quiet? Or is he
No.
just pounding shots, just woo, one after another?
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's
Yes.
still
No.
just
100%. You nailed it. Apparently.
yeah, probably
That's
the
From
latter.
from what the lore, the legends, and the reports have said. Yes.
Mhm.
What you just said. Honestly,
That's,
kind of both. I bet he starts out pretty quiet. And
Probably escalates.
And then yeah, it escalates.
It escalates. I wonder if he's just trying to call out Hogan left and right.
That's rough, man.
Like that
Yeah.
piece of shit.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, body horror.
Body horror.
Body
Yes.
horror.
So, had any of you seen any of these movies that I picked already, or was this
No.
I
first
had
time viewing for
seen-
all of you?
I had seen Teeth when we were in Full Sail. So that was
Okay.
2008.
Yeah, you saw it whenever it came out.
Yeah, first came out. Because
Yeah,
it was
I somehow managed to completely never watch it because I was like, first off, the images in my head were like, I don't know if that's something that I'm super into, like that I care about watching. And then also the thought that crossed my mind, which is absolutely what they ran into, is like, how do you make this movie without the entire movie essentially being sexual assault?
Yeah.
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 So
Yeah.
This movie came
Unfortunately,
out
that-
in that.
yeah, it was an interesting time.
Yeah.
It feels like
it was.
I think it has a lot of the same DNA as Ginger Snaps and the weirdness of it, which
yeah,
is what makes it work as well as it
Totally.
fucking does.
for sure.
For a
Yeah.
movie that is 90% about sexual assault, I was
Yeah.
like, all right, I mean,
Yeah.
they fucking get theirs. So I'm like, yeah, you know what? I mean,
Yeah, it
all
came
your
out in
dicks
that
get bit off,
weird,
so
in that weird space of time where
Yeah.
it was like all these crazy horror ideas were coming out,
yeah.
and I still rented, or I rented it at the at a Blockbuster that was like right down the street from
Yeah.
from Full Sail.
Mhm.
And I remember we all rented. Derek, I'm surprised you weren't with us that night. We rented Teeth and what was it? Black Sheep, where it was like all the killer goats.
man.
Yeah,
From, I think it was New
We got-
Zealand.
We definitely got to do Black
Yeah.
Sheep soon.
And yeah, that was a pretty wild double feature.
Yeah, I just
But
rewatched
but
that
that was-
recently. It's so good.
Yeah,
So
it's
good.
wild. But it was in that genre or in that time period where it was like, oh yeah, these are killer fucking sheep.
They were taking some big fucking
shit.
swings.
Yeah.
Like Vagina Dentata, the horror movie. Like that's a fucking swing.
Yeah.
Especially
fucking
written and directed by a dude.
Yeah.
Well, I think I never watched it. I remember seeing it I remember hearing about it. I remember seeing it on the shelf at Blockbuster, and I, for some reason, just avoided it because I think for the same reason I was like, it's either just a lot of sexual assault or it's so campy and silly, and I didn't like that kind of horror at the time. I was also just like a elitist prick who was like, all horror is bad except for these 5 movies that I've decided are good. Like,
right.
And now I just love everything. And I hadn't had an excuse to watch it for the longest time. And then I mentioned body horror on TikTok or something, and a bunch of people commented, were like, Teeth, have you seen Teeth? And I'm like, oh no, I still haven't watched that. And they were like, how the fuck have you not seen Teeth? Like, that is right up your alley. And I was like, okay, fine, I'll make time for it. And then you guys were like, let's do your birthday episode, pick 3 movies. And I was like, gotta pick Teeth.
Oh, sick.
And then I was like, what else am I going to do? I got to do a Cronenberg one. I was like, we'll just do a whole birthday body horror bonanza. And that's where we landed.
I'm so stoked that you did Shivers. I hadn't seen any of these. I watched a little bit of Shivers, but I just wasn't in the right mood for it, and just, turned it off and put it off for later. But watching it this time, unfortunately, I was like, I'm going to watch it a second time before the episode because I was so into it, I took 0 notes. My only note is horny, in parentheses, as a threat.
Yeah. I have minimal notes on that one. I just have Joe Silver's voice because that actor has such a like iconic, as soon as he started talking, I was like, oh man, does this guy not do like ads and voice acting and everything like that? What a voice. And he loves pickles. That was a fun little like thing at the beginning.
Loves pickles.
Talking about his pickles. And that the movie didn't really waste any time getting fucking weird. Immediately.
Before I started watching it, I was waiting for my TV to turn on and stuff, and I'm scrolling through TikTok, and then I go down the rabbit hole of TikTok. And like 5 minutes later, I'm fucking sitting here crying, watching these videos of these kids, these compilation videos of these kids getting to meet their favorite Disney characters at Magic Kingdom for the first time. And it was like the most wholesome thing I have ever seen in my life. And I'm like sitting here tearing up, and I'm like, holy shit. And it was just like one after the other, after the other, after the other, after the other. And then I put on a Cronenberg movie. and my night just, just fucking
debut nonetheless. Where
well, wait, is it this one or Rabbit?
Yeah, this is his
debut.
Yeah.
Apparently Rabbit is a market improvement, so I'm excited to see that.
I disagree.
One of the Letterboxd reviews that I saw just said every single man Cronenberg casts in his movies looks like some variation of an asparagus, and I felt that nailed it, especially this one. Especially this one. Yeah.
I don't get it. But it's funny.
We're gonna have to check in with our Canadian correspondent because Cronenberg's Canadian, so he filmed everything. I think in Toronto, maybe. Is it true?
That one's in Montreal.
That was Montreal. That starts to explain some things.
Asparagus capital of the world.
Does it make sense? Is it just a very asparagus-y people?
Asparagus-y people.
First time I've ever heard.
Asparagus-y is not something we should maybe talk about.
As asparagus.
Asparagus.
Asparagus-y.
I don't know.
There's something about that apartment complex that's just so fucking cool to me. They have a fucking like isolated island where it's a whole apartment complex where they have their own doctor that they all just fucking go to. It's just that concept in itself is so fucking funny and awesome.
That seems like a concept that really only exists in like super northern areas, like where there was a lot of snow. Where like, because like in Alaska, there's some places that are so far out that it's like that, right? Where it's all like
I could see
everything's.
Well, this was just more because it's like luxurious, like live on this fucking island.
That's the crazy thing. Is like
Montreal,
I'm like I don't know about all that. I'm not super into that.
Yeah.
That becomes a prison real quick.
Not into it. Not into it. It's
Also
also
it's like the
70s.
convenience of the doctor being in the same building.
No, it's just I don't know. I feel like I learned something about myself watching this movie where I really enjoy movies where there's like that weird isolation. You know, like they're just
I got you. I got you. Yeah.
And I don't know.
That's why I love Aliens so much, right? Because it's just like it's that complete like your fault.
Yeah.
Like,
and I feel like as the audience member, you're on the ship or you're on this island in this weird fucking apartment complex outside of Montreal.
Yeah.
And
it does. It locks you into the movie more because you're like, what is going on? And okay, where do we go? Well, fuck.
Yeah.
That's crazy that all three of us have on shirts that kind of fit that, not kind of, that do fit that. And Derick has a fucking leaf on his shirt.
Yeah. Oh, Derek's wearing hockey gear.
Yeah.
Shocker.
gotta put your armor back on, dude.
I wear hockey stuff to the horror podcast, and I wear horror stuff to the hockey shit.
That makes sense.
There we go.
Yeah. It's the overlap.
I don't know if watching this on Tubi
commercials don't.
Yeah, no. One of my other notes was just me ranting about ads because I was like, haven't we suffered enough?
Right.
Like I don't want to watch your fucking ad anymore. I don't want to
say
on
all
top
the
of
movies. Oh, please, James.
No. Go ahead. I've already bullshitted enough,
dude. No.
Yeah, go ahead, dude.
Come on, please.
Okay. I was just gonna say that I was having the same thought while watching wrestling recently because everything is fucking ads. Like the whole fucking ring is covered in ads. The fucking Prime bottle.
Stop.
The fucking
I don't have any money.
I like the Slim Jim table. The Slim Jim snap into a Slim Jim table.
Fine.
Great. That's hilarious. But we don't need 15 fucking ads of the ring.
It needs to be tasteful.
That is tasteful advertising.
Yeah.
You put a motherfucker through the table, you get a fucking promo. Great.
Yeah. That's fine.
Anyway,
everything else,
go ahead,
fuck
Derick.
off.
That's all I wanted.
That's
all I wanted to say.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about it anymore. I'm getting a headache. Here, have these.
What were you gonna say?
Do
you remember?
No.
Oh shit! He gave us drugs and he got frozen.
But, shit.
Oh no! Frozen Derick.
He fucking froze. He fucking.
That sounds.
Am I frozen?
Low key delit. Wait, what?
Oh, man. Hello.
Uh-oh.
Can he hear us?
Lost him.
Have we completely lost him?
I think we completely lost him.
Oh no.
That's what happens.
We completely lost him.
Yep.
All right. So anyway, your friend in Florida didn't have any healthy habits, and now he's in New York. And we're just starting from scratch, right?
No one's going to notice. No one's going to notice whatsoever.
No one's going to notice. Yeah, technical difficulties.
They're not going to notice.
Yeah, it's totally fine. I would say, Derick, what were you in the middle of saying? But I completely forgot.
Yeah, I don't know.
I completely forgot.
I think we were talking about Tubi commercials. And I was going to say, when watching Beach House on Tubi, I kept getting the sense that there were supposed to be commercial breaks where there wasn't. Like there was transitions and scenes where I'm like, that felt like that was a TV edit and it was supposed to cut to commercial there and it didn't.
It was kind of like when we watched the rental. We watched it. Yeah, the rental at your house.
Yes, that's right. I was experiencing the exact same thing with this one. That's right. Damn. I forgot when we were watching that happened. There were some scenes where we were, it seemed like same shit.
I did not get that feeling.
Yeah. So I don't know. Did you watch it on Tubi?
No, because I watched it on AMC.
Yeah, this one's on
AMC
Shudder.
Plus. It's on Shudder because it's a Shudder original.
It is.
I thought the ones for teeth were really like felt like they like matched pretty well.
I think I only got like 2 or 3 ads watching. I just watched it right before we recorded.
I got a bunch, so I don't know what the hell how that works, but I got like 4 or 5 throughout.
Tubi loves me.
Yeah, that's true. Aren't you a sponsor? Aren't you a partner or something at this point?
I wish. No, they don't even know I exist.
Get at them.
Come on, guys.
You're one of the 5 people that watch this.
Yeah,
Tubi, Mr. Tubi.
But yeah, Beach House. I thought I was telling James the other day this. I feel like that was a fantastic idea, and I feel like if that concept was done in the 80s or even in the mid 90s, it probably would have fucking crushed because it would have been in that era. Something like that would have been given a decent enough low budget money from back then to do something actually really good that they pushed it.
Even not having necessarily the budget, but just because I think it was because obviously I've watched it now, but I thought it was way better than how you pitched it. So thank you, because it worked. Yeah, I was like, oh, sick. Yeah, it helped because I really, for what it was, I really appreciated that, even though it wasn't exactly the movie that I wanted it to be, like the shit that they pulled off with that, with fucking literally just some fog lighting and decent acting.
But that's what I mean.
This
was
is
like,
really impressive.
I was really hoping that
it almost would have been like more impressive, like, you know what I mean? Like, out of the movie, just what it was.
Yeah, well, back then, like, they probably would have had the budget to not just have one random guy coming around the corner as they're trying to break into the house later to signify that, oh no, there's more people. Yeah. There would have literally been more people. And then, I think the monster that she found in the basement, you would have been able to have more monsters from the fucking basement.
Yeah.
Just each one of those situations, you could, obviously, if they had more money, they could have expanded upon that, and it would have been it would have been good. Not that it was bad. It had it was cool.
You know what?
It was a cool idea, and
I'll say this in its defense, because you could kind of take this and the Strangers one with the trailer park. Is that 2?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You could kind of take and compare the 2 of them, but like it's the exact same situation, right? Like the people go to this abandoned place that's supposed to not have anybody there, blah blah blah, like it's a vacation place and all that shit. But Strangers 2 fucks it up, where I think this one actually kind of pulls it off for what it has the ability to do, because it does feel like it's a pretty abandoned like place. But I also wanted more, like just more.
Yeah.
I think what pissed me off the most about this movie is the way is the way that she killed her boyfriend. Like, you're anticipating her picking up that oxygen tank and smashing his skull, and she just she like pushed his head.
I don't understand what the fuck that choice was. Why?
I thought she was just trying to knock him out.
I didn't think she was like ready to kill him just yet.
Yeah,
I mean, that's fine, but that still doesn't make sense with how she did it.
I think that
she nudged his head.
She like went like this.
Well, maybe they didn't have budget for like a good stunt coordinator, so it was just her actually hitting the actor. They were like, all right, let's play.
Yeah, and also like it's crazy that I feel like the monster in the basement was just glossed right over.
Yeah, it was just there and gone.
What the fuck was that?
There's a lot of shit glossed over in this movie.
Yeah,
I think that's kind. I don't mind that because it's a very Cthulhu-y Lovecraft.
Oh yeah, it's like what the fuck's around this corner?
And like all of those movies are very like. I love the end of it, even though it's a little like you drove into a fucking tree. Like that's how we're doing this.
Yeah.
But also I do
that
like
part,
that
though, was
like.
Very well executed, like cutting back and forth between the windshield. I was like, "Fucking, what's going to happen?"
Yeah,
I'm in the street. Is there going to be some big creature? And I was like, "Oh no, she's just going to go off the road." Fuck. Okay.
Yeah. But I like that she like dissolves back into this ocean or whatever that represented.
Yeah,
like I thought that was cool because I like the fact that you don't know what the fuck is actually going on.
We don't know anything ever. This whole movie, like, there's no explanation, which is not necessarily a negative, but like. There was definitely some things where you feel like something's getting established and it never does. Like
Right.
the reveal, like she's wanting to be an astrobiologist. You'd think this would come into play at some point in this movie. Like, there's some astrobiology going on.
I do think that the writing is very, very on the nose, and
from somebody who doesn't know what astrobiology is,
probably
some terminology to write the dialogue.
But also, like, it's very like it's purpose built just to move the narrative forward, and it doesn't necessarily. Which, I mean, obviously that's what every script is, but this one is so like there's no nuance to it. There's no like depth to it, at least in the very beginning of it, where they're setting up all these like ideas that don't really pay off. But like,
sorry, we're shitting all over this movie, Josh.
Yeah, no, I forgot to tell you guys I wrote and directed this one.
It's really good.
That's why I wanted you to watch it for my birthday.
I loved it.
I do love my favorite scene in the film is when the Dawn of the Dead guy.
That's how he's credited.
That is him.
The Dawn of the
I
Dead
love
guy.
that's his name. Yeah.
Yeah. They're just on the beach, and he's like, "All right, I'm gonna bounce." And just
Derick just bounced.
Walks into the fucking wall.
This movie resonated with me because I too have often thought about just walking into the ocean and not being a part of the movie anymore.
Yeah, I'm just gonna bounce, guys.
I'm done.
Yeah, I
filled my contract.
Right. But that's what I think. I love those.
Hold on, before we get away from him, I just really want to say I love that actor. I think he's fucking great in Dawn of the Dead. What the fuck is that voice that he's putting on?
Oh, in this movie?
Yeah. It's like it's almost like they're trying to like make him softer so that him walking into the ocean hits harder, but it's like, bro, he's just a chill dude. He's just a good dad guy anyways. You know what I mean? Like we don't need the extra spice on it.
Right.
The extra dad spice, which is mayonnaise.
Yeah. But I do love I'm a sucker for anything that has that Lovecraftian weird dissonance vibe to it. And they especially the last half of that film, they really did a good job of at least capturing that, like what 100%. The fuck is going on.
Yeah, dude, like I love the part where it's like the mist is really well done. I thought it was pretty impressive how they like had it like feel like you're being engulfed by it,
right?
And then also the fucking tree just covered in weird shit that she touches. That was sick.
Yeah.
The shoreline fucking whatever weird the fuck those pods are. That was fucked up. Fuck that injury. Worm in the foot. Fuck that.
I was gonna say,
fuck you, Josh. Fuck you.
Yeah, I was gonna say I could have gone for a lot more of that, but again, budget.
Nope, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good. I'm good on the worm. I would like more of the like. I kind of like towards the end of it, I wanted to see like everything covered in that weird shit, which I know that's a lot.
But exactly.
Like,
yeah,
that's what CG is for, right? You know.
Yeah. Well, probably didn't have enough money for that. And plus, this was filmed. I think this was filmed. Well, it was released in middle of 2020. So I don't know if it was filmed during lockdown or not, or right before.
That might be,
that
might be why it's so sparse.
Yeah, they might have filmed it early 2020 when shit was like kind of starting. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Maybe
it is one of those movies where you love enough about it that you're like, if we could just get everyone involved back together and like double the budget,
right,
and maybe have a writer come in and just give this a once over to really punch up this script.
It doesn't need
this
that
could have been
much.
Like a fucking fantastic like
I think it could have benefited from the beginning half condensed a little bit more. That was the only although it was pretty funny, edible marijuana.
Yeah, I didn't mind the I didn't mind
my Letterboxd review was literally just like, what the fuck was in those edibles?
That's not what edibles do.
Premiered at Fantastic Fest in September of 2019. So this was
okay.
This was all done before COVID.
Fuck that.
It's wild.
Boyfriend. Yeah, I was going to say, fuck that boyfriend guy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fuck
dude,
that
he's
guy.
a dick, bro.
Fuck that guy.
From the first scene, he's a dick.
Now do you?
I got annoyed at that writing. Like, to me, it was like, if you're gonna make him a dick, like, really lean into it, because, like,
right.
I get what you're doing now. You're tricking, like, you're like, sympathize with her because this guy's not supportive, and it's like, fuck you, dude. Like, be a little more creative. It was just lazy. Like,
can't
I know what
wait?
you're doing.
No,
it's honestly
my
to
grad
me,
school cannot wait, motherfucker.
Yeah.
I have
To
shit
me,
to do,
bro. To me, honestly, it is a scarier movie if they are fucking fully in love.
Yes,
they're like fully, they're committed.
That's harder
like,
writing.
They're
that's
like
harder writing.
Is it though?
Well,
That's insane to me. That's harder writing.
No. What I mean is, it's. I guess what I should say is, in my opinion, the way I was viewing it, easier writing for you to buy in and want to support her character by just making him a dick, right? Like for you to really buy in and not do that, I think it's a little more of a creative challenge. Like, you have to find another way for you to, like, really, I mean, I don't know. I just like.
It is just like a very easy trope to be like, how do we make this person likable? And it's like, oh, you make the person opposite them unlikable,
and
like,
still make her
them.
there for him. Like, she was still there, And it was like, I don't know. Like,
and it also, but you get no real payoff because he fucking dies, and then a few minutes later she dies too. So it's not like getting rid of him freed her from anything.
Right. Yeah.
But I don't mind that.
It definitely seemed like she was going to break up with him at the end of the fucking trip, anyways.
Yeah.
I mean, she went back and forth, but like, just now you understand, James, my comment of don't go on a trip with your boyfriend when he only communicates via email. Like,
I still don't.
You didn't catch that line?
I didn't catch that.
She was like, you emailed me out of the blue or something like that.
Oh, right. Right. Because they'd been separated.
They had been separated. It's like, no, you don't go on a vacation with a dude.
Yeah,
like
email.
That.
Okay. Fair.
Email,
fair.
Like,
the email contact after whatever they've been through seems very impersonal.
I'll say this. Also, don't go on a vacation with your girlfriend who, after sex, half naked, walking around the house, notices someone staying at the house and continues to wander half naked to see what's going on in that house, where it's like, go get your fucking pants on. Someone's staying here. Like, she's walking around in her underwear, like, oh, we're not alone in this house. And she just keeps
That's a director choice.
Really? I felt like
that's a director choice. That's totally a director choice. Was this director a man?
Like,
yes, that's a director's choice. It's a horror movie directed by a dude. That's a director's choice.
It was just
don't place it on her. I mean, I don't know. I've never been caught in a situation where I'm like, oh no, somebody's broken into this house that I'm half naked. Fuck, I gotta put on pants. I don't know. Maybe I would probably be either
being a dude. It's always more intimidating to run at somebody without your pants on.
That's a good point.
Well, I would feel like, oh shit, like we gotta go, like like.
But doesn't she just go? I thought
she goes around the corner and then she sees,
and then goes straight up the stairs.
But she continues observing for a while. Well, like there was a good stretch of time.
I didn't read it like that. I read it like she was sneaking so that she wouldn't alert the lady who she doesn't know if she's a threat or not.
Yeah.
So
always assume people are threats.
Exactly. And in that case, I'm gonna, as a girl who may or may not know any fucking self-defense skills, stay quiet, get up the stairs, wake him up. I thought it played out the way that it should.
It took her a while to go upstairs. It took a long time. She was
scared. She didn't have pants on.
Don't you know being slow is quieter?
Yeah. I don't know.
Builds tension. Director's choice.
Yeah.
I mean, it would have been funnier if she was just like, who the fuck are you?
But she didn't see. Now I'm trying to remember because it was like a week ago that I watched it. But I recall the older woman not coming in for, like, she first observes that, oh, someone else is staying here. Like, she's seeing shit around the kitchen, around the house. Like, we're not alone. It took a while for the old woman to come back in or come into the house.
Here's the thing for me is that I read all that as, because I'm watching this, I'm immediately suspect of this dude because
of course
he's a dickhead.
100%.
You're supposed to be going to
the dad or the boyfriend?
The boyfriend.
The boyfriend.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I'm immediately suspect of him and like thinking like Get Out type shit, where like he's luring her to this abandoned fucking house, abandoned, of course, you know, and like, so then when she's walking around seeing all that stuff, he's like, no one's been here forever. So in my head, she's thinking, what the fuck is like, what the fuck? There's
but it had none of that. It was none of that.
It was none of that. It was just these people. It was just the guy. It's Dawn of the Dead guy and
Dawn of the Dead guy and his crazy wife, and they were just, you know, they're just there on a weekend getaway.
But we don't know. Like, is he
totally
in touch?
Innocent.
Is he in touch with the kid's dad? Like,
or
is he just squatting there?
Well,
like, did he break in like his son wanted to?
And that's right. And that's where
is that even his beach house?
Yeah, exactly. There's so many unanswered questions. That's why my first note.
Is this a movie?
That's why my
Did
first
I watch
note,
this on Tubi?
Right, was don't do drugs with strangers. You know?
Oh, no, always do drug with strangers. That's a Creeporama pro tip.
No. Especially not on a beach house. Especially not on vacation with
mix things. Like try
boyfriend.
like
that's why you go to the beach house with strangers.
Psilocybin. What?
Yeah, staying at the house was a
you do drugs
choice.
with strangers and then you walk off into the ocean and that's what happens. You do drugs with strangers and you get Lovecrafted to death. That's what happens when you do drugs with strangers.
You don't have to sell it to me more, Justin.
Me and Josh are going to go do drugs with strangers and fucking meet Cthulhu, homie.
I'm also curious how long the older couple has been staying at that house. Like, did the weird bioluminescence shit just happen that night for the first time?
Is that why she was losing it? But she also brought all of her meds. So obviously that's premeditated. She's like, I can't go crazy at this beach.
Well,
long time. She's like, I can't go crazy at this beach house.
It feels like whatever was happening in the mist had been happening for a minute because the town was pretty much barren.
Right.
But it was off season.
When they got on the radio, everyone was like, get the fuck out of there. Don't breathe it in.
It's
like, this is a problem. So you wonder, you said it was off season?
Yeah, that's what he said.
Okay. So maybe it was just barren because, and then that started rolling in, but they were the only ones there.
Must be nice to have a beach house so you don't have to, like, you could just fucking leave. It must be nice to have an off season in your life. Fucking losers.
Yeah.
I think our off season
you all deserve to get Lovecrafted.
I think our off season is Christmas to New Year's.
Yeah, that one little week of no time. Time doesn't exist.
Baby.
Time doesn't exist.
Get some shit done. We gonna party down. Oh, it's fucking cold.
5 days. That's it.
Fucking cold.
But it's just weird. Like, I guess what I'm wondering is, and I was wondering this when I was watching, like, did the edibles allow them to see the bioluminescence? Like, were they not seeing this the previous nights? Like, they just had to get stoned to see it?
I think it just got progressively worse, maybe?
Yeah, that's probably
not
what it was.
maybe not your edibles, but this guy obviously has crazy edibles.
Yeah.
Gets it at some guy.
And I'm really curious on what that water felt like every time they'd fucking wash their hands.
So I almost I can't remember what. I feel like I felt it before. Like when he said soft water, I felt water that was like, it wasn't, I felt bad afterwards.
Yeah.
Because I was like, uh-oh, this is not good. But like, it's like oily, kind of. Like it's like,
you felt oily water on edibles?
Yeah, it's like water. No, not while I was on edibles. While we were in a shitty area.
Yeah,
it was somewhere that had
water's
bad
got
water
oil
supply.
in it. Water's bad.
100%, because it was like water, but then you like left a residue on your fingers. It's fucking
bad water here.
Real weird.
Some astrobiology in your water, dude.
Yeah, dude.
You got astrobiologed.
You got astrobiology water, dude.
We should bottle it.
Yeah,
we should bottle it and sell it.
Yeah.
Here's your fucking edibles.
Astro water now with more biologies in it. More biologies per ounce.
Per ounce.
But I feel
jellyfish, by the way.
Her wanting to be an astrobiologist is the only part of the movie that makes you suggest suggest that it's 100%. Cosmic.
Like,
otherwise,
I think that's the only reason it's there.
Yeah. Because there's nothing else to really suggest that. I guess you would have thought
otherwise
it's just bacterial or something.
Just weird ancient ocean bacteria or some shit.
Which I guess
whatever this fuming rock is. Which that's the other thing, though. That's, you know what? That's a fucking good point. The very beginning, there's the very opening scene. It goes into the ocean, and there's like an underwater.
Like, so something
rock
that came out of here
because
that's out of it. And that means that it's not fucking cosmic.
Well, cosmic, but like
I guess the whole point is what she keeps saying is that it's not cosmic. It's underwater fucking
because that's the whole
shit.
To like be all scientific. That's where life began, was at the fucking riffs of the fucking ocean on the floor because of the heat and water. And
it was a pool of bones, man. It was the primordial goo, brother.
Yeah, that's where
fucking Macho Man now.
yeah, brother. That's the primordial organisms starting to develop, brother. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Way down there in the ocean. Yeah.
Organism.
Astrobiology to the top.
On balance, off biology doesn't matter.
It's all the way down there, man.
It's all the way down. It sounds like it's all the way up, but it's actually all the way down.
All the way down, depending on where you're
under the ocean. Under the waves, brother.
You sound like Macho Man and Tommy Chong put together there.
Yeah. That makes sense. That's fair.
Yeah.
I'm sure if I do it for long enough, it'll drift into Jesse Ventura too.
I completely forgot about that was the opening scene of the film. So I guess that's probably maybe that's what the director's trying to say.
Speaking of
that's an astrobiology, right?
That's totally astrobiology right there.
Dude, speaking of opening scenes, fuck Teeth. Like that Teeth's opening scene. Like,
you know what? That's so fucking funny to me because the very first note I have is, oh, that's so nice of Josh. You included a little zest to incest for Derick.
Dude, that scene is just so fucking sketch.
Yeah. That dude is so fucking sketch. I did not expect
guy.
I did not expect that fucking
That's
movie.
what he's from.
Yeah. John Hensley is the guy from Nip Tuck.
Damn.
Yeah.
I was trying. Yeah, I recognized him, and I was like, "This piece of shit. I fucking don't like this guy. Why don't I like this guy?"
Oh, is he?
He was like a caricature of a piece of shit. Like he was like such a piece of shit that it was like beyond piece of shitness.
Wait, in Teeth or in Nip Tuck?
No, in Teeth.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay,
yeah.
Yeah, dude, wow. I didn't expect it to go as off the rails there at the end. Like for a second there, I thought that dog killed his dad.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck? Like, especially after that fucking scene where the mom just passes out and he's just fucking with the door open. I was like, where did this movie suddenly go? Like, what the fuck is going on?
But that's what I mean. Like, it's just such like, he's like a caricature of a piece of shit. It's like, come on.
He's like, what's the most problematic child you could possibly imagine?
Yeah. So he would have been in jail like fucking 20 years ago, like at like age 7. Like this guy just there's no way. But also like he's super pissed at his dad for marrying her mom because he loved her daughter while they were children.
Yeah, when he was only like
my sister.
7.
What the fuck is that? You made her my sister. Like, what the fuck? Jesus.
Man, I did not get a chance to watch this movie before we recorded. So I have no idea what you guys are saying.
Oh, yeah,
I've seen the movie.
You haven't seen it in fucking forever.
Yeah,
just watch Nip Tuck, dude. Just watch Nip Tuck.
And
the whole show.
Yeah, this sounds fucking wild.
Dude, it was way more wild than I expected.
So my issue with that movie, because like, I think the concept is brilliant. I really do like the concept. I think it's a great revenge film concept.
Right.
But the fact that it's like a weird lightheartedness, rapey revenge movie is so uncomfortable to me. It's lighthearted, and then there's
like it feels like you're watching like Ginger Snaps and Freeway had a kid, and you're like, this is
there's some Jennifer's Body.
Little Jennifer, definitely some Jennifer.
That's why, like, I would really, from what I do remember of it, I think this is a missed opportunity not to have this directed by a woman.
Oh yes, 100, like 100%.
That's the very
love. How amazing it would be if A20, maybe not A24, but like
That's only A24.
I mean, yeah, that'd
Yeah,
work.
totally.
But like,
Vagina
I mean,
that's A24, dude.
Total.
If Coralie I don't know how to pronounce her last name. Josh, you got me on this?
Yeah.
Farjat. Coralie Farjat fucking did a remake of just her take on teeth. That would be fucking incredible.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Like just a totally different, like, because it's so obviously a dude's lens that it was made from. Especially like that dude drugs her and then she's just fine with him fucking her.
Yeah,
I was
weird.
like, I don't think that's how that works.
Yeah.
I don't think that's how that one works.
No.
Yeah.
And like,
And I think that's the main problem with it is that I liked it as a movie. I thought it was really creatively and well done for what it was. And I do think that it doesn't end up becoming so like over the top rapey. I don't know. It's really weird. I'm probably never gonna watch it again. I'll tell you that fucking much. Because it's so uncomfortable. But then like they do get all their dicks bitten off, so you're like, fair enough.
Yeah.
But
there's payoff, but it's still like
there's payoff. But the basic conceit of the movie, the concept of it, you have to have sexual assault in it. There's no other way to do it, really.
Right.
And then
I don't know, you could do it without. It could be like a serial dick biter offer that just goes around and
more Jennifer's
dudes.
body.
Oh, no, it's the DBO.
Yeah, no, it's the DBO, the dick biter offer.
That'd be the name of the movie.
Yeah, dick biter offer.
Yeah.
Well, and that's
pretty good
when you break it down. So the first time it happens, that's assault, and that dude, it's a very satisfying ending.
Yes.
The second time it happens,
I love that he just falls off the cliff and disappears for a couple days.
Yeah.
Like,
second time it happens is technically consensual, but under false pretenses.
Right.
And the guy's like, "Yeah, I made a bet that I could."
Doctor.
Oh no! Yeah, no. The doctor's
the doctor's
it's
fucked up.
It's an exam, but the doctor's a creep, and he's definitely not following the oath, and also deserves to lose all of his fingers, and then some.
Yeah,
but no, the second time she has sex is technically consensual, and then we find out the dude's a creep and manipulated her, so also a form of SA, and then the last one is, I guess, also technically consensual, but it's her just embracing her power and being like, all right, you think you're going to have sex with the girl you love, but we're about to watch your dog eat.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah.
That was a great part.
Rottweiler eats his fucking dick and then spits up his dick ring. Yeah.
Are you sure you've seen this, Justin? You're forgetting some very memorable moments.
That was like 15 years ago.
I want to read this real quick because
it's like, there's the scene of the step incest at the end that results in Rottweiler eating her brother's pierced dick and spitting out the piercing.
I only fuck chicks in the ass because my sister's pussy bit the tip of my finger off when I tried to touch her when I was a kid. Therapist's wet dream.
Wait, that's
the brother.
Is that a quote or?
Yes,
he didn't say that.
No, that's just no. He didn't say that. I was like, man, that's a lot. That's a lot. There's a lot of levels to unpack there.
I had a weird memory. So I hadn't seen this movie until however many nights ago, and my memory of it was having it. I thought it came out in the 90s for some strange, odd reason. I don't know why.
But it definitely has a 90s vibe about it.
But I knew nothing about the movie other than teeth in a vagina and can bite dicks off. That's all I knew. I had never seen a trailer. I had never read any other synopsis or anything. But in my mind, it was going to be a pretty gory movie, and you would see vagina teeth. Like in my mind, I thought that's what this movie's going to be. But there's not that at all. Like it's very weird.
It's like a weird insect. Like, because there's one flash. There's one. Well, I mean, I don't know if that's actually what it was. They show. That's the thing is that I think maybe that was just in her head what she thought was happening, because it was some weird thing with pincers in one of the first the first time that it happens in the cave or whatever, there's like a quick flash of something that comes out and has like pincers.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Did I miss that?
I remember that.
You actually remember that?
Yeah, because I remember everybody that was over at my place. Everybody was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah,
I don't remember.
But then later,
maybe
maybe
it wasn't on Tubi.
No, it was. I watched it
see
on Tubi. It was really fucking quick. It was like a split second. But then later in the movie, there's like a shark/eel tooth, which is obviously that's vagina teeth. So I don't know.
What a movie!
Shout out to Dana Dentata, who I had to have gotten her fucking. She's a rad like rap chick. She had to have gotten her fucking name for this movie.
What does her name have to do with the movie?
Dentata.
Because her name is Dana Dentata.
Oh,
Vagina Dentata.
Oh,
that's the
condition.
Pussy teeth.
Probably should have watched the movie, huh?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah,
it's okay.
There's nowhere to run all over again.
Accidentally, just didn't have time.
Yeah, we all did the group project and
fucked it up.
It happens.
Fucked it up.
This is a fun theme we've got going. We had Derick didn't watch Leatherface.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah,
I do. Yeah, I just fucked it up. Just fucked it all up. Shivers. Fuck. I'm such an idiot. Such a fucking loser.
Just turn it into a contest and be like, if you can guess which one of us didn't watch which movie in the comments, we'll send you a t-shirt or something. Yeah.
None of us watch the movie and we're all just trying to figure out how to describe a movie. Yeah.
We're like Shivers.
We should all watch a different movie
based in the winter.
Well, there was. I'm glad you actually sent the poster for all of these, because there's like 5 different movies called The Beach House.
Yeah.
And,
so
and you know what? Most of them aren't a horror movie.
Yeah,
probably not.
I was kind of hoping you guys would each watch a different one, and then
I watched all of them for the research,
just in case.
Yeah,
just in case, because I wasn't sure. So,
yeah, going back to Shivers, every dude in that movie sucked too.
Yeah,
you know, like
that's just
they're infected. They're zombies.
No, I know, but like, even the
I mean, they were all that was a complicated movie,
dude. The scene where the guy is laying in bed and he's talking to it.
That was weird as fuck.
We're gonna hurt you. We're gonna fucking that one didn't sit right with me.
Yeah,
like at all.
I don't think it was supposed to. So,
but like
mission accomplished by Cronenberg. Yes,
the intro, the opening scene, like this couple goes in, they're talking to the fucking manager of the place, and it's just split between that and murder.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the fuck? I mean, I know it's Cronenberg, so of course, what the fuck? But I'm really like, what the fuck? And I
feel like one thing that was so
problematic movie.
One thing that was so off-putting this movie is in all of the attacks, there's no words being said.
Yeah, that's a really good
which
point.
Is so weird.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's
very unsettling.
It's probably just I'm sure it's just they're infected or whatever, and it's
they're so horny. Their thought processes are just fucking gone.
Yeah, I wonder what that says about Cronenberg.
Well, like Cronenberg said, the hero.
He's really good at looking at dudes and being like, "That's how dudes are."
Well, he said the hero of the story is the infected due to sexual liberation, and the villains are the people fighting against it.
Fucking to see what I mean.
Wow.
The whole movie was supposed to be about sexual liberation.
Really?
And so you make
sexual liberation.
That's what's killing everyone.
Assault. That's cool.
That's
all right, bud.
That's
what I mean. Every dude in that movie was fucking sketch.
Oh
yeah. even though before they were all infected.
Even before they were infected,
monsters,
they were all having sex
like,
with that fucking young girl.
Yeah.
That's how it spread.
Yeah. It's also, yeah.
I mean, look, I support a sex worker.
Zero?
Yeah, it was that girl, apparently.
Was it?
Which what is it?
That's what I thought. Like in the
or at least that's how it
opening
spread.
scene, right? Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I believe so. That all of those guys that got infected initially had been with her.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Right. Okay.
Which is weird because the doctor had been with her, but he wasn't infected till.
Yeah, maybe it was before.
Yeah.
I kind of there was a couple parts with that storyline that I was like, which one of these dudes is the dude? And you know what I mean? And some of the girls look kind of similar.
Yeah.
Man.
I did get some characters confused. I also watched. This was the first one I watched, and it was like 2 weeks ago. So I'm trying to remember everything about it.
That's pretty. Wow. Cronenberg's take on his old movie. That's fucked.
That is
because I was reading the a lot of the reviews on Letterboxd, and obviously people are like, yeah, I don't like this fucking movie because of obviously the fucking subject content.
Yeah, I think it's a fucking really well done horror movie. Like it's genuinely scary
for sure.
Yeah,
because it's so fucked.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah, then to read those and then to hear his take on it, that definitely,
it's a weird take.
That's weird.
It's a weird take.
But
it was his first movie, though.
Dude.
It's the 70s.
Yeah. Yeah. It's the 70s. How old was he when he made it?
Yeah.
No excuses.
Yeah.
It's fucking weird.
He's got a weird relationship with sex, anyways. Like,
it's
like,
it's
I mean, look at a lot of the most
30,
recent stuff that he's put out.
Yeah, he was like 30.
He was 30?
31 making this one.
All right, that's not an excuse.
But yeah, then he made Crash. And he made
what age would have been okay?
If he was like 20 or something, and he just wasn't like, he was still sexually immature. But 30, like I don't know, 30's virgin on. Like you should know better.
Yeah, should. Also, what I did think, not an excuse.
You're right. You're right.
I did think it was cool that the nurse actress is the actress from The Crazies, who's also she was
the elephant one.
No, original, and she's also she makes a cameo in the remake. She's the woman that rides the bike past them after everything's all fucked
that's
up.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's her.
That's great.
I thought that was really cool.
That's sick.
Yeah, yeah. Strange movie.
I thought it was. What impressed me most about it was, especially because it's his first movie. I thought it was a second movie, which I was still impressed with, but being his first movie, I'm even more impressed with all of the like camera tricks and all the fucking like the effects stuff that he was able to do just by editing and like making it look like more was happening in a scene than actually like they were able to do production wise, just by like, oh, this thing is happening and we cut away from it, so then you fill it in with your head. Like I thought he really, really nailed that.
Yeah.
I think he was originally. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I think it really shows like how clearly fucking just a natural filmmaker he was.
Yeah.
He just had the eye.
It was originally written under the title "Orgy of the Blood Parasites."
That's good.
That's
I like
a little
that.
too on the nose.
Yeah.
I'm into
that's
it.
an awesome.
And then filmed under the title "The Parasite Murders." In the U.S., it was retitled "They Came From Within," which Cronenberg found clunky. He also never really liked Shivers as a title either, but he couldn't think of anything better.
Yeah, Shivers, I don't know if Shivers is the right thing for it. They Came From Within, I like, but only because it sounds like a 50s like sci-fi movie.
Right.
Yeah. I think
you're
that's
expected
where...
to be like a giant ant comes out of you.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fucking dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, that's sick, honestly.
Let's do that.
Yeah. It's like The Thing, but it's on a mass level, so it's just ants coming out of everybody's body.
Nice, dude. Yeah.
It's the beach house, but with
I watch
ants
that.
coming out of your body.
Fuck yeah, James.
Keep going, bro.
Perfect. Yeah, let him cook.
I fucking love ants, dude. Ants are just my thing.
Really?
Yeah, I love ants.
I got what was the name
Dude,
of
Honey,
that
I
one
Shrunk
video?
the Kids must have been like your
dude.
fucking jam.
Dude, yeah.
One of my favorites of all time.
Yeah,
for
not
sure.
only do you have shrinking, you also got
big
fucking ants. You got
Yeah.
a big ant.
Dude, yeah, it's perfect. It's fucking
You ever
perfect.
seen the movie Them?
No,
Yes.
I haven't.
It's a fun
but I know
one.
I know
It's got
what it is,
it's
yeah.
got fucking ants, bro.
yeah,
Got
it's
a
huge
lot of
ants.
fucking ants.
ants, dude.
Got a
Yeah,
lot.
huge fucking ants.
No spiders. None. Just ants.
Yeah.
No, you're good. You're good.
I saw this fucking video this morning. First goddamn video I saw. Scrolling on TikTok. Sorry, everybody. It's taking a detour. And
What?
And
This podcast?
yeah, and
Again.
on TikTok, scrolled, and I'm like half asleep. I'm just like trying to wake up, and all I caught, because my reflexes when it comes to spiders are so fast now. All I caught was
He's
a
got a
girl,
spider sense.
Yeah, it was a girl that said, "I don't know if I'm going to make it through the night," and then I
Oh,
immediately fucking fucking scrolled because behind her in the corner of her fucking
Gary?
apartment. Yes. Because
Because she lives in Australia.
Yeah. Was this dude? It was.
All right.
It was the size.
Understood.
It was bigger than.
I already know the
fucking-
video. I know
Yeah.
the video.
Yeah. It was bigger than Ripley, my cat.
Yeah, that's insane, dude. Fuck all that.
Like no.
I love I love
No.
Australia so much,
No.
but I don't care about
I don't
spiders
know
for the
what
most
I
part,
would do in
but
that situation, man.
Can you
think
say
I
an
would lose
Australian no?
No.
Or
Road's fucked, mate. You're gonna have to go
Or
around.
Nor's spider.
around, mate.
This road's fucked, mate. You're gonna have to go
Totally
around.
fucked, mate. You can't go this way.
You can't go this way, mate.
Yeah, I don't know
All right.
what I would do, mate.
Sorry,
No,
sorry,
the
Australia.
the one that was going
Fucking
viral,
legend, mate.
Gary, I think is fake.
It's one of
Somebody
a
said
fucking
that this
legend.
woman just has like a spider puppet that she just mounts to her wall in the background to get people
Oh.
to freak out and comment on her videos, and every one of her videos blows up. But then there are other people who have shared videos of their huntsman spider in their home, and they're like, this is just what you deal with in Australia. You have like this kind of weather, you have this kind of food, and everyone has a house spider because they come into your home and they don't
Not
fuck with
this
you.
fucking guy.
They're like, they
Not
don't fuck
this
with
fucking
you.
guy.
They just eat all the other bugs, so you don't have to worry about roaches or anything else.
Care.
That's fair.
But yeah, there was some girl who was talking about it.
Too
She didn't
big.
show it or anything, but she was like, I have my Gary, my house spider, who's always
Gary.
hanging out in the kitchen, like above the blinds. That's where he likes to post up usually. And I went to go get my cross stitch stuff out of the closet, and he had nestled into my little box of cross stitch equipment. And she's like, "Can you
Fuck
scare the
off!"
shit out of me?" And I'm like, "Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gee, who would think?
Yeah.
No.
What a fucking
No.
cunt, mate.
Yeah, no, I would
Fucking.
dude,
No.
okay, even if that was fake, I mean I've seen them that big before.
yeah, no, that well,
So
that one that was going viral a lot was fake, but then other people shared their videos
Yeah.
of ones that are also
Yeah.
that big and real.
yeah,
It was very creepy.
yeah, I don't know what I would do in that situation because like for somebody like me, the only logical solution is to fucking shoot it.
Shotgun.
You know what I
It's got
mean?
bigger. It's got a good spread.
You know what I mean? I'll buy drywall later. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I'll fix it up.
Well, no, what you do
You
is
know?
just that if you move when you have to move to Australia, which I know this is inevitable.
Yeah, totally.
You
It's totally
just
inevitable
have a
to move to
room
another
that
fucking
is
country.
entirely dedicated to drywall because it's going to happen more than once.
It's gonna multiple times.
Yeah,
multiple
so you
times.
just
Family
have the
Guy
drywall
episode.
ready. Yeah, yeah.
Peter's
I
trying
don't-
to shoot the fly.
Yeah.
Coming
that
to my house, will you?
yeah, that's no, it sucks because I would love to go to Australia, but I'm never
Well,
going to
okay.
go to Australia. Even if I had a chance, all
well, hold on.
expenses paid, never go
Hold
to
on.
Australia.
I'm going to go ahead and say this real quick because it sounds like they're only house spiders. So we're not living there. We're just going to
Yeah,
visit.
but they gotta be outside to get in the house.
No,
you're
they're in all
gonna
the
come
houses.
you're gonna come in
So
contact.
Ches-
with
No.
one.
Justin's going to go to Australia for the minimum amount of time
Yeah.
He's going to stay at a hotel
20
on the
minutes.
top floor.
And it's still going to happen.
Yeah.
They will find
He's
you.
going to check in. He's going to put his bags
I
down.
heard you've been talking shit.
Yeah.
He's gonna be feeding a fucking koala fucking bamboo, and fucking a spider just crawls up the bamboo.
Yeah, no, then I'm gonna have to fucking throw a koala, and that's not okay. That's not all right. You can't go to Australia and throw koala bears.
That's where drop bears come from.
Yeah,
It's
not-
Justin
it's
throwing
not kosher
koalas.
behavior, man.
You see a koala flying by.
There's that fucking guy again.
Dude,
Oh,
another
man.
really sick ant movie. Empire of the Ants.
Oh, I've heard of that.
Empire of the
Is
Ants.
that
movie,
is that another 50s sci-fi one?
70s.
70s?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That movie kicks ass. They're just giant
Definitely
fucking
heard of
ants like taking over a resort.
Oh shit! Nice, hell yeah.
Yeah, it's cool. Fucking killing
We should
everybody.
we
and
should do
shit.
some fucking. We should do well when are your next fucking.
You want to do ant movies?
Yeah, let's do some fucking ant movies, dude. That'd be sick.
Yeah.
I'm down.
Yeah.
That's
I can
cool that
handle
there
ant
is
movies.
enough ant movies to do ant movies.
I just know
Yeah.
those two. Them and Empire of the Ants.
There's also
Oh, man.
King of the Ants,
Mm.
but I don't think that actually has ants in it.
Yeah, no, I think that one's pretty fucked up too.
Yeah, it's a Stuart Gordon
Oh, yeah, it's fucked up.
horror psychological thriller with George
Oh,
Wendt.
okay.
I've never seen it, but George Wendt
Yeah.
recently passed
Oh,
away, and so
that
everyone's been talking
one!
about it.
Yeah,
So
I think I've
it's a
seen
psychological thriller with
shots from it.
ants.
No,
With
it
George
does
Wendt.
not have ants in it. It's just called King of the Ants.
Oh,
And the
gotcha.
cover art, I remember being...
You've got hens. Sorry. Fucking Tropic Thunder. Whenever,
right.
whenever Robert Downey Jr. is like, "You've got hens."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aren't they doing a
You
spin-off
saying-
with fucking what's his
Nah,
name?
I don't-
Lex Grossman?
Yeah.
They've always talked.
Is that not? I thought
Tom
they said
Cruise,
that's happening
yeah.
now.
No, Tom Cruise has always wanted to, but I don't
Yeah.
think. I don't think it's gonna happen.
Huh.
They've always said that. I
Yeah.
think that's more of like the internet demanding it happen.
I thought I saw something.
I don't
recently
know.
about it.
Mission Impossible franchise is over. He's got nothing else going on.
Yeah.
It's true.
He needs work.
He does need work.
Yeah, Tom
He's not the
Cruise,
mummy
I mean,
anymore.
Giving all his never was. He's giving all his money to fucking Scientology, allegedly.
No, not allegedly. That motherfucker's in
No,
a cult.
that one. That's
Yeah.
for sure. He's in a cult. That motherfucker's in a cult.
Yeah.
A
Cult. Deep cult.
Deep cult.
Cold.
Deep.
That's not
That's
even
a
a deep
deep-
cut cult.
that's a
That's just
deep
a
cult.
straight up cult.
That's a straight up deep cult.
It's a
You
deep
know what really
herd.
pisses me off? Speaking of Scientology, I'm like,
What
I'm
is
like-
this episode? This is amazing.
like,
So this
you
is,
guys
I'm
get
like-
everything
this is
you
everything
need.
I wanted for my birthday, guys. Thank you so much.
happy
Happy
birthday.
birthday, Xenu. Happy birthday, Xenu.
Yeah. I'm like halfway through season 3 of Handmaid's Tale, and it really, really, really just blows my fucking mind that Elizabeth Moss, I think that's her name.
Mhm.
Yes.
That she's in Scientology.
Dude,
that she's a
it's crazy.
Scientologist.
It's wild.
I don't understand that in any
She
fucking
seems-
way. I can't wrap my fucking head around it.
Yeah.
She seems like such
I
a
don't-
bright, like a bright lady. Like
And she's awesome. I've watched so
And
many
she's
interviews.
awesome.
I'm,
A lot
I'm
of them are.
huge
It's-
fucking
which-
fan of hers. She's an incredible fucking actress. Her in
Yeah.
Invisible Man remake was amazing.
Yeah.
Everything
you
I've
watch
seen
it,
her
yeah.
in, she fucking crushes. She's phenomenal. But I can't. How are you going to be in Handmaid's
a
Tale
lot. Yeah.
while being in Scientology? I don't understand.
Well, I think that's because Scientology. Maybe it's easier for her to overlook because there's nothing really sexual about Scientology. In fact, it's pretty
Yeah.
anti-sex.
yeah, look at Tom Cruise.
Yes,
Yeah.
100%. Like,
But they're also like
actively,
trained and
Yeah.
Very trained in PR, yeah.
manipulated into these like puppets and talking heads, and they think that
Yeah.
what they're doing here is their job,
Right.
is serving the greater good, even if they're playing a character they might not agree with
Yeah.
or something, or they tell themselves that it's not the same,
Right.
even though there's so many comparisons. So it's
Yeah.
I've had friends that I knew a guy in years ago. It was a comedian that had taken a couple of classes, and he was like, "Yeah, I mean the classes were good. It taught me some fun stuff, but then you hear all the stories, so you don't want to get too deep into it." And I was like, "Yeah, don't even take. Why'd you even take the one class?"
Yeah.
But yeah,
like I understand though, because that's how they harvest. This is just turning into a Scientology podcast.
Yeah,
that's how they harvest people, is because it's about people like us who are like vaguely curious about it,
Yeah.
And then you fucking go in, and if you go in, you've already gone, you know what I mean? Like you've already made that choice, so they know.
You saying harvest people? The only thing I see in my head. The only thing I see in my head is Tom Cruise trying to literally harvest people.
Oh yeah,
just like scooping them up.
Yeah, got another one.
No, there was another friend of mine here.
Yeah,
because you can go to the Scientology Center in Hollywood and ask for a free tour, and they will.
Oh wow!
And they will take you around.
Building.
Yeah,
where's
she was
Tom
like,
Cruise?
Well, I'd been more looking for Shelley.
Yeah, Shelley. Where's Shelley Niskovich?
But she was like, I was curious, and I thought for laughs I would go in and take the free tour and then leave. Like, look at these fucking weirdos. And she's like, but the tour is created in a way where they take you around the like outer parts of the building, and then you slowly work your way into the center of the building. And then by the time you realize the tour is coming to an end, they've brought you into like this office that is impossible to know your way out of the building now.
Fuck.
And they're like, oh yeah, and now you can sit here and speak with this person about signing up for these things, and then how you can help us with this mission, blah, blah. She's like, oh, okay, no, now I gotta go. And they're like, oh, well, come in here first. And they bring her in this little theater, and they show her a video about what they're doing for the greater good and all this. And then she's like, now I really have to go. And they're like, okay, come this way. And they take her through the other end of the theater, like deeper into the building. She was like, I had to like wait until they weren't looking and like be like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna run to the bathroom. And she's like, and then just fucking ducked through so many doors and escaped like it was in a spy thriller movie or something. And like,
there was, I don't know if the restaurant
not worth the tour for laughs. Yeah.
No,
I don't know if the restaurant is still there. There was a really awesome breakfast spot right behind the Church of the big blue one that's on
the Celebrity Center.
Not the Celebrity Center. The Celebrity Center is the one on
Franklin.
Yes, on Franklin.
Yeah. The blue one's different, right?
Yeah. There was a restaurant right behind there that was amazing breakfast, like one of my favorite breakfast spots in LA, and we would eat there. Bro, the French toast there were ridiculous. I'm not a French toast guy. Like, I'm a bacon and eggs kind of guy, but the French toast there, holy fuck. But yeah, it was amazing.
I love French toast.
Dude, it's fucking French toast. But we would sit there and we would just watch the Church of Scientology, and all these people not saying a word to each other. We're just constantly walking in and out of the building, like wearing fucking suits and carrying briefcases, and there's just like not a word being said, just constantly people walking around, and it's like, what are they doing? Like, what the fuck is going on? It felt like, let's make it look busy, like people are coming in and out. Like, let's just look like.
I do think that's actually what they're doing, because there's a thing in Clearwater where I forgot what the designations are, but the fucking giant building that they have in Clearwater.
That's right. You guys are like right next to the fucking Scientology capital.
Well, dude, there's
me and Keith drove through there recently, but like all there's this giant there's a giant building.
Gotta go around, Mike.
And then all the buildings around it they've bought up, but they're just sitting empty because they're doing some weird real estate scam. But so
they do it so they can say they're the fastest growing church in America, and then you look at the fine print, it's like by square footage of like land owned.
That's definitely part of it, but there's also some fucking IRS scheme bundled up in it.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
But they have the people, they're like recruits, like going around randomly doing whatever the fuck they're like instructed, commanded, and threatened essentially to, your job is to find a job so that it looks like there's constantly everything going on. It's all just a fucking shell game.
There was
I can do that. I can fucking do that really good too.
Yeah, I can bullshit all day.
But the thing is that you get paid for it, but you have to pay for your $1 million book that you just bought.
Yeah, of course.
So all of your money goes back to them.
There was an Ybor years and years ago, like
still there.
Yeah. James and I went and saw Frank Carter and the Rattlesnakes, and across the street was the Scientology building in Ybor.
Yeah.
And I remember after the show, it was midnight, and we decided to kind of see if we were going to get fucked with, and just walked around the building, looking inside the windows, and I was just like, yell if you need assistance, tap on the window if you need us to call 911. Just being a dickhead. And
there was no
within minutes.
Within
minutes, we didn't see anybody inside the building, nobody in any of the rooms, nobody on the outside. But within fucking minutes, we're the only people on this fucking block. We hear footsteps behind us, and we turn around, and it's just this dude, kind of like what you were saying, Derick, kind of in a business attire, and he's just fucking beelining it like T-1000, and he doesn't say anything. He just walks around us, and it was obviously
he just kept following us,
right? And we were like
a little bit of like a threat. Oh, not a threat, but like, you're being watched. Like, don't fuck with us.
Like,
it's like,
motherfucker, we know this is the Scientology headquarters. We're yelling shit in the windows.
Yeah, that's why we did this. Thank you. Yeah. Like, that's exactly what I wanted.
Yes. Payoff.
Mission accomplished.
Yeah. Anyway, back to these movies.
Are we doing the scores? Do we have the letterboxd and the
letterbox?
Do we have them all pulled up?
One quick thing that I thought was interesting first: the director of Beach House, Jeffrey A. Brown, prior to
Actually
directing,
sorry.
He
wait, what'd you say?
He's actually white.
Yeah.
He did location management for movies for like years, like fucking like scouting locations for movies on movies like fucking Spider-Man and Wolf of Wall Street and like all these big movies. And
that explains a lot.
And he was like, I want to direct the movie. And
so much of that movie hinges on it having such a good location for it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like everything about that that house, that area, like it really lends itself to this movie.
It also is a movie that he decided to write after going through a horrible breakup while at a beach house.
Really? Oh, really? I never would have guessed that.
Yeah.
Shocking.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, that had to have been awkward.
So if you guys really want to be upset, watch this and The Rental back to back.
Yeah.
The Rental was great. I love that one.
The Rental is great, but it is upsetting.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was just at an Airbnb too.
Dude,
I couldn't get that movie out of my head.
Yeah.
I was taking a shower, looking at the shower head. The fucking cameras.
Yeah.
You know there is. There is.
See this motherfucker.
Yeah. What are the scores on?
All right, so
fucking movies.
They all have a very similar tomato meter. So Shivers has 85% tomato meter.
It's a Cronenberg, so it's a classic, I'm assuming.
And then you've got a 58% audience score.
Wow.
That seems high.
Both categories of people.
That seems high?
58 for Shivers?
I feel like it would be higher just because of appreciation for it.
I just think like general audiences probably don't fuck with that kind of stuff, but maybe I'm crazy.
I think general audiences aren't watching Shivers. You know what I mean, bud?
Kind of what I'm getting at. I'm surprised that the people that have watched Shivers, like if you watch Shivers, you kind of sought it out, right?
Yeah.
Fair.
Teeth, you got 81% tomato meter, 45% audience score. Yeah, and then
45?
Beach House.
Dude, that's crazy because everybody fucking loved that movie when it came out.
Yeah.
Like all the people that I remember seeing it were always, they were all like, it's fucked. But
I think it was just so fringe. Like it was so fucking like out of nowhere, odd, crazy fucking concept.
It's definitely fucking crazy.
Yeah.
A little
bit.
Beach House, 81% tomato meter, 31% audience score.
Oof.
Jesus.
Wow.
So that was the lowest.
That could come up
score.
a little bit. The other two could go down a little bit. That one could come
A little bit.
Come up. Yeah, I feel like people just don't like a not happy ending or an ending that doesn't wrap it up in a nice bow. So they're like, oh, we don't actually figure out what this is, and everyone fucking dies.
It's very Color Out of Space-ish, you know? Like,
well, actually, that's what I was about to say.
Not as good, though.
No.
Just out of curiosity, Derick, look up Color Out of Space. I just want to know what the audience is on that one.
I still have to watch that one. I've never seen that.
You haven't seen Color Out of Space?
That's a good one.
Bro. We might have to do that next, bud.
We might have to get a new fucking fourth.
Oh, man.
So it's 86% tomato meter, 82% audience
There we go.
score.
There we go.
Right.
That's,
you know what?
There we go.
That movie's wild.
But that also shows that it's not the bleak ending.
Yeah, that's a good point.
No.
God, Josh, you don't know about the alpacas.
I don't know about the alpacas.
He doesn't know about the fucking alpacas.
He doesn't know about the alpacas.
You're gonna learn about the alpacas, dude.
You gotta
alpacas.
Fucking alpacas.
Added it to my watch list.
No, we're gonna watch it next week because I think the next. I think
we're gonna watch it right now. Pull up another tab. Yeah.
The next concept is gonna do another double feature. So I'll pick my double feature. Color Out of Space, and I'll figure something else out. But yeah, that's fucking fantastic.
Nice. Are you going to do something else that is colorful or something
else
that's
Derick.
Space? Something that's space.
I just came up with this idea now.
It just came up, man. I don't know. You can't put that kind of pressure on me, man. I'm terrible on the spot. You know?
Is it? I don't know why I get them confused, or not even really confused, but like it has nothing to do with Daniel Isn't Real, right? Like they're not connected in any way.
Not as far as I know. I think they have the same color palette.
What's Daniel Isn't Real?
I haven't seen it. It's a Shudder original
horror movie that everyone has told me I need to watch, and I get that one in Color Out of Space. Not necessarily confused, but they have like similar weird cover art, and they both came out shortly after Mandy. And I know Color Out of Space has
Color Out of Space
in it as well, right?
Yeah. Color Out of Space and Mandy are definitely like, if we could, I mean, that could be it. But
that could be it.
It's yours. It's yours.
But
they're very like.
I don't know. I haven't made my decision.
Those two are very, very definitely the same like vibe.
Yeah.
They
I kind of confused the two.
Yeah.
I watched them both when they came out. And my
alpacas. I can't confuse the alpacas, bro.
Nah, dude, you can't. Yeah,
Josh doesn't know about
same producer. I don't know anything about alpacas.
He's about to fucking know.
That's the new that's the title of the episode. Josh doesn't know about the alpacas.
It's his Josh's body horror birthday bonanza alpacas.
Yeah. I like how you made that a lot more
Daniel
concise.
Isn't Real, and this one has Miles Robbins. Patrick Schwarzenegger plays Daniel. Who, I guess he is real if he's played by Patrick Schwarzenegger.
Maybe
Chukwudi Iwuji's in it.
Alpacas.
Yeah, so it looks interesting. I'm gonna add all this shit to my watch.
You know what? Daniel isn't alpacas.
No, he's not. He's not a lot. He might be a lot of things, but he's not an alpaca.
It's two things he's not: real or alpacas.
Yeah. Anything else is game, but he's not either of those two things. That's for sure.
Definitely.
Yeah. I don't know what else he could be, but fuck that.
I like that these two are just letting us go.
Yeah, don't
shut up eventually.
Fucking, oh man, I'm so excited for you, Josh.
Fucking alpaca.
I don't even know.
Color Out of Space. I am. I'm looking forward to it. There's so many movies on my watch list that I don't have an excuse, or I can never find time or a reason to watch. That's why I wanted to do this one. I was like, I'm taking 3 of the body horror movies off my watch list finally that I've been sitting on for so long. So,
well, we take our alpacas very seriously here, Josh. So
they're very fuzzy.
I'm glad we're going to cross this bridge together.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, I'll pack a lot of notes into my.
Josh knows about the alpacas.
Wow, that was good. That was fantastic. That was really good.
I'm excited.
I'm fucking proud of you on that one.
I was upset.
Great.
Now I'm excited. Yeah.
I'm so happy right now. Very aroused.